there's the possibility we could get some severe weather in our area. Blizzard Bill's webcast will have the very latest updates, so keep it tuned. Blizzard Bill's weather webcast is up in 10 seconds. I'm Bill Horman, licensed realtor with Epic Homes Real Estate. Planning on buying or selling in Ohio or Michigan? Well, call me. Let's chat. Then let's get you moving.
This is not a test. This is the emergency broadcast system announcing the arrival of Blizzard Bill. It's about to get cold in here. Hope you're ready for the chill. The weatherman, he got a plan. 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 The weatherman.
Hello, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed your hour break or almost hour break. The time now is 1:25 this afternoon. This is about to get real, okay? We're going to have to really keep an eye on things now. We're getting to the point in time, and we're going to have to go over a lot of things here, okay? In the past 55 minutes, there have been some developments, some of which we have talked about before we took our break. Here's the very latest enhanced satellite shot for you. And you can see that, especially the really significant enhanced areas, it did become a big blob of thunderstorms. This one is moving into the Dayton area. If you have friends in Dayton, let them know that they're about to get hit and get pretty hard, okay, in southwest areas of Ohio. All right, so that's what it looks like on the updating satellite shot. Most important, okay, what's going on here. Remember, I said keep an eye on that green dot, okay? Anything north of that green dot or over it, north of Fort Wayne, Indiana, increases the chances of Northwest Ohio getting some nasty weather. Well, that appears to be the case so far, okay? We have a destructive, severe thunderstorm racing at 70 miles an hour. What did he say? 70 miles an hour coming out of Indiana. If it does not take a turn, and right now I think this northern portion probably is not going to take much of a turn, then the storm is going to run into perhaps Angola and Auburn in Indiana. Now, you know what's after that. That would be Williams County, Defiance County, and Paulding County. So you need to stay up to date as to what is going on with this storm cluster racing out of Indiana with a history of 70 to locally 100 mile per hour wind gusts. The fact that it's moving so quickly enhances the wind potential. Okay, just wanted to put that on the table. It enhances the wind potential. Now, don't know what to tell you about Toledo yet. Let's let the stuff get a little bit closer. But you remember what I said a little while ago, okay? That the southern portion, let me lock it down, will take that southeasterly dive, and it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It certainly is. A big threat to Dayton and Columbus, and eventually might even be Cincinnati, down to the south. But I also told you a lot of times you get that northern portion that heads a lot more to the east. A split. That appears to be happening. Okay? That is why I think the threat level for Western Ohio has gone up. Okay? In addition to that, there have been some pretty big thunderstorms at South Bend, Indiana, and Southwest Michigan. So, like I've been saying, areas to the north up in here is what we have to watch in Northwest Ohio and even Southern Michigan. Okay? Now, could this turn southeastward, that northern half? It could, but it's probably not going to be a dramatic. I would call that a tilt. What's happening down here is going to be a plunge, a jump towards the southeast. Okay? So, Dayton area, those locations, going to get a very bad storm here. Okay? Clear the map a little bit, come in a little bit tighter. I know we have folks that have relatives down in that direction. This is a big wind producer also. Coming out of Greenville near Sydney and heading towards Dayton and eventually towards Xenia, Ohio, okay, to the south. Okay? All right. All this stuff here is going to be a central and southern Ohio storm. No way is this going to make it into northern Ohio. It is not moving in this direction. It is diving southeast. Our concern is this, right up into here. That is our concern. Based on what I'm seeing, they're going to have to very quickly extend that warning in Indiana, and they'll probably take it right up to the Ohio border, possibly extend it into Defiance County, Paulding County, maybe Williams County. Okay, we'll just have to see, but it's going so darn fast. Okay, had different perspective for you. Let's get over to lightning detection. Okay, you can see what this looks like. There are two pieces of this line. The one going southeast and the other one going more east. You can clearly see it here on the future radar. You can clearly see it. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay? So we'll see what the Weather Service out of Indiana does with the storms now racing within the hour by 2:30. What did I say? Between 2 and 7 o'clock? There you go. By 2:15, 2:30 at the latest, that line will be crossing the border of Indiana and Ohio. And I would say right now, Williams County, we got to watch it. Defiance County, got to watch it. And Paulding County, we got to watch it. That storm racing eastward at 70 miles per hour. Okay? So that's one thing we're just going to have to keep a real close eye on. Okay. Now, go back over here. I'm going to take you to the HRRR model. Again, it's the point now where it's all about the radar, okay? It's all about the radar, to be honest with you. But it's here. We'll take a look at it and see what it does. But yeah, it's it's losing that northern portion. It's just losing it. You see it? It's just absolutely losing it. Okay, so uh, it's not worth the 30 seconds I just told you. It's just not picking up on it. I just can't. I just wanted to show you. There it is. Okay, so that's where we're at. Let's head over to social media. Maybe I'll do a little super chat here to make it a little bit more simpler. Okay, just too much going on for the models. I mean, we got to nowcast this puppy. We got to nowcast it. Okay, let's go to chat and see what's going on here on the big bad chat. Oh, let's see. Again, folks, I'm just going to right now concentrate on what you see on your screen right there. As it advances eastward, if you live east, you need to stay alert. Obviously, you're looking at this, okay? Let's see. Let me see here. Again, we have to watch all this. That northern half is going due east, that southern half is going in a southwesterly direction. Okay, southeasterly direction. Okay, just waiting to see what Weather Service out of Indiana is going to do with this. I'm going to get a different look at this real quick. Okay. Okay. Not really being picked up, nor would I expect it to be picked up much by Cleveland. Decided to take, because it's going right over the radar site. Okay? And that may kind of obscure a couple things that's going on. So let's go back over. And let's go to Grand Rapids, looking from the north. Yeah, you see how this is growing, has been growing now across southwest Michigan. Remember I said we got to watch that whole deal there, right there. And that is going in an easterly direction. Okay? Now, you'll hear reports, okay, of 70 to 100 mile per hour winds. That is true. That does not mean that every person is going to see 70 to 100 mile per hour winds. If you are unlucky enough to get 70 to 100 mile per hour wind gusts, you'll know it, of course. All right. So just wanted to put that on the table because it's all over social media. It's all over the weather reports, how bad it is and was in western areas of Indiana near South Bend. The storms appear to have cleared Chicago now. Let me take a look at Chicago radar. Yeah, so they're going very quickly. Okay, this is not going to be an all-night event. Okay, it better not be. That's all I can tell you. It just better not be. Okay, so we're going to patiently await and see what happens here. Again, back on the explanation as to what is going on. The southern portion here is going southeast. This northern portion up into here is heading primarily eastward. Now, question is, will it develop a southeastern or east-southeast tilt? You've got this stuff back in here, which has produced strong winds and even a tornado warning. Okay? Now, caution to the wind here about something. I'll zoom in here. The strongest part of this line is sitting right over the radar. Okay? Which may be affecting the returns that we're seeing as the radar beam is looking to the east. That is a problem. So when this storm leaves the radar dome, there'll be a better picture of what this looks like. Okay? Which will ultimately affect downstream warnings towards Angola and Auburn and Fort Wayne. And beyond that, it would affect what happens in Williams, Defiance, Paulding counties, and eventually Van Wert. So we're going to have to be a little patient. It is going rather quick at 70 miles an hour. And once it clears the radar dome, that's that green dot you see there, I think we'll get a little bit more better picture of what this animal looks like. Okay? So right now it's kind of masking a little bit of the data. Okay, it's shooting through that big nasty storm. Okay, so we'll just be patient here. We'll just be patient. One thing that has changed, they have dropped the considerable damage threat and listed it as a regular severe thunderstorm warning. That's why you're seeing the color changing. Okay, there real quick. Still moving east at 70 miles per hour, and they're calling it now 60-mile-per-hour winds. No longer 70 plus mile per hour winds. So that's why you see that changing color there on the map, okay? But she should be leaving the radar dome here pretty soon. Maybe I can get a peek from up north. Yeah, you see, that's what it looks like from a different, it's right over the radar dome. That's what the black dot is there. All right, let's put a motion on it. Yeah, still primarily moving eastward. Okay, so again, I would have to say caution to the wind here. Stay alert in Williams County, Defiance County, Paulding County, and eventually Van Wert County. You got to take care of those 4 counties first before you can even think about anything beyond those 4 counties. Okay, because we're also watching this stuff up here. This could wind up being significant for us to the north because that has developed north. Remember, it's splitting into 2 parts. Okay, we got to split into 2 parts. Southern part, Dayton, Columbus. Northern part looks to be Fort Wayne, Auburn, Angola. Could be our border counties in Michigan. And Hillsdale County has to keep an eye also on, in addition to Coldwater, these storms coming across southwest Michigan. Okay. Let me see what else we got going here real quick. Yeah. All right. Okay. A lot of things here. A lot of things. So let's give it a second here. All right. It's clear on the radar dome. Another couple of minutes. And we'll see what we're looking at here. I don't think it's quite as strong as it was. So you went from a high-end severe thunderstorm to, okay, a regular severe thunderstorm. I know it's weird, but hey, that's the way that works. Okay, let's put this into motion. Any bend here at all? Any bend? Any tilt? Not really. The southern part of that, near Columbia City. But is my house going to get 60 to 80 mile an hour winds? Okay, there you go. They just extended the severe thunderstorm warning into Auburn and Fort Wayne area. Just popping right there. That would imply, if it holds together, okay, see, they were waiting for it to get clear of the radar dome. Remember I said the green dot there? Okay, now it's clear, and as soon as it cleared it, they got to go look at it, and they put the warning out. So that would imply, if it holds together, okay, we'll get a good look at this. That would mean that Defiance and Paulding County are next. Maybe Southern Williams County. Okay? But we're ahead of ourselves a little bit here with that. Okay? Just a little bit. All right, let me go to the warning on my other computer here. Let's see what the heck we're looking at here. They got it going east now at 55 miles an hour. Double nickels. Okay? So it's probably going to be about a half an hour before they would probably make a decision on what they're going to do with the warning going into western Ohio. We're going to hit our mark between 2 and 7 o'clock, pretty close, because it'll be 2 o'clock ish. Yeah, it's going to be about 2:15 before it winds up getting into Defiance, Williams, and Paulding counties. Okay? That's all we can do right now is just watch all this. We can speculate all we want, but there's 2 things are 100% obvious. Okay? There are definitely two pieces to this line. It takes two radars to kind of keep track of it. Just zooming around it here. Okay. Just remember the way it stands right now. Forget for our area, forget this batch here. That has nothing to do with our area up in here. It's not going to do it. Okay, that is going to dive towards Columbus, Dayton area. Get the idea. Our action is going to be from all this stuff up in here. Now, that being said, now you got to try to figure out, okay, if this is our action, where's that going to go? Okay, and right now it is going due east. So we'll see if it takes that tilt. If it takes a tilt, then it would take the storms south and west of Toledo. And then we'd have to watch. Basically, we can almost call this three pieces now that I think about it. Okay, I think we can say kind of three pieces here, and they all are important. This one here. Okay, Dayton area, Columbus, Xenia, Ohio. Okay, now you got this piece here. These are all heavy and severe. Okay, that very well could be Defiance County, maybe Williams County. And how far east? Questions are Henry County, Wood County, Hancock County. Depends how much of a southeast tilt you get. Okay, and the third piece is going to be up into here. Okay, back out a little bit. And all that, we'll call this number one here. Hold on. Okay, we'll call this one number one here. That's not the color I wanted. Let's see something better. Okay, we'll do blue. There's another blue on the map. Okay. Down here is number one. Up here is number two. And up here is piece number three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One, that's Dayton and Columbus. Okay. That's Dayton, Columbus, central and southern Ohio. Number two is where we had the severe thunderstorm warnings right up to the Indiana-Ohio border. And that's probably going to be an issue for Defiance, Paulding, maybe southern Williams County. We'll see how that works out. And if it holds together, okay? We'll see if it's going to run into the area that got worked over this morning. That's another thing. Okay. And number three, on the top of that list right there, all right, if that fizzles right up in here, it kind of fizzles away. Okay. Then probably southern Michigan will be out of it. And we'll see how it affects, northern Ohio if that fizzles. If it holds together, it's 2 and 3 that are going to combo to move across northern Ohio. 2 and 3. One is a goner, 2, 3. Right there. So when folks are asking, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? I mean, it's impossible because we don't know. Is that going to get stronger or is it going to stay the same? Is this guy going to maintain intensity? Number two. Okay, running into the rain cooled air across northwest Ohio from this morning. Remember I said this morning what 3A and 3B do will affect number 4. This is cluster number 4 of the main clusters. And we're going to find out here pretty soon. Okay? Pretty soon. right? And then you'll get, oh, they blew it. It's a bust. No, it's not a bust. Mo busted on this. No, it's not. Look at that. That's not a bust. It's low putting the checkerboard is active. Where are you going to move the checkers or the chessboard, the chess pieces? Okay, that it's there. Okay, now if you're looking at this and there was nothing there, that's a bust. Okay, that's a bust. But we have the chess pieces, the checkers, if you prefer, whatever it is, on the board. So the game is being played. Okay. All right. Let me go over to social media again. All right. That'll be one of those days. I know it is. Okay. No problem on all that. I'll try to get through these. There has been many reports of the filtered sunshine. All that comes into the mix of how much instability. Thunder in the distance of Bradner. Okay. Okay. Well, we have a little pause in the action because it could get busy here within the hour. Clean up on aisle 7. Okay. Did want to say thank you to all the sponsors, the corporate sponsors, and the individuals. I like to say thank you all the time, those folks. Once I get busy, it's to the point of impossible. Okay, and that includes you folks at home that watch, spread the word. A lot of folks get on there and they click on that $1.99 thing. That does help out. If you choose not to, that's fine. I don't do a paywall. Make you pay for, oh, you can get the forecast 10 minutes earlier. I mean, come on. Not going to do that. All right. That kind of stuff. When I know, you know. Okay. Not going to make you pay for that. That's I don't agree with that. So I did want to say thank you and just spread the word. Follow us the whole bit. We're also on YouTube. Okay. Did want to say that. Once things slow down, again, right now we have a little time while we see what happens. We're asking folks. I'm going to post this individually once we got out of this weather pattern, where you can send pictures and we'll put your name in a big drawing and you get a free candle. Okay. We'll probably have to give out 2 of them because we missed a week because of all this. So I'll let you know when all that happens. Okay. Doing a lot of cleanup on aisle 7 here, as you can tell. Because once it gets busy, I can't. Okay. And also here, especially the shirt on the right and the logo on the right. I spent the night with Blizzard Bill. It's been 2 nights. And we got the El Nino thing there, and you got the Michigan tornado, sun and snowflakes, Ohio. There's a lot of stuff, and you got, of course, got Lacey, the storm chasing dog. Okay, all right, and there's shirts and hats and things. And it's pinned on the top of my Facebook page, but Frogtown in Maumee, Golden Gate Plaza, they handle that for me. Okay, all right. So we'll just wanted to clean that up. I had a few minutes. Okay, because this is about to get nutty. Okay, it's either going to fall on its butt or we're going to get our butts kicked. It's one of the two. Okay, but a couple of things I have noticed here, so I'm going to scoot out of this again. I want to say thank you for all of that. All right, back on the radar. You're getting increasing lightning now across Williams County, Defiance County, Paulding County. That's often a precursor that the atmosphere is now beginning to charge up. So we may start to see some rapid development of storms where you see the lightning bolts kind of flashing there. Okay, it's not going to be exact, but that could be the very, very beginning. We'll see. Right now, the storms moving through Indiana appear to be about the same intensity if you look at it closely. And the storms by Fort Wayne are making the turn towards the east-southeast, which would increase the threat towards Van Wert County and Lima. Areas to the north of Fort Wayne are still traveling eastward. Okay? That could become an issue. So basically, we have three things going on here. Like I said, when I label these storms, go back to my label here, there are three separate things happening here. Basically, three separate clusters. I just put Indianapolis under the severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. Anyway, all right. So you're just tuning in. Number one is going to miss our part of the state. Okay. No ifs, ands, buts about it. It's going to miss our part of the state. So if you're looking at Indianapolis and thinking, boy, that's going to come our way, that's not it. Absolutely not. Not going to happen. Not in today's world, tomorrow's world, yesterday's world, 10 worlds down the road. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's Dayton, Columbus, Sydney, those areas. Okay. Now you work our way a little further north. Now you got number two, a batch that is smack dab in the middle there. Okay. That very well could be a Defiance and Paulding County issue, maybe Williams County. Okay. Where it goes from that point, do we get a tilt? If you get a tilt, then it's going to stay pretty far to the south of Toledo. Okay. Then you got number three on the top. Okay. That's obviously a lot further north. Even if you get a tilt, all right, it would still dive in from the northwest and that would hit northern Ohio. How strong it would be here, we don't know. Right now, I do not see Cleveland being a player in this whole mess. As of right now, I don't see that. I don't see Detroit being a player in this whole mess. I just don't. Okay? Checking the radars. Okay. Let me go over to social media here, see what we can come up with. Maybe a little bit of an early marker of some rotation. Well, is that thing dropping south? It sure is. It sure is. Look at that. That's why they put that warning out. There you go. See it? That part is going primarily south. That the outflow from these powerful thunderstorms is pushing. Remember last time I showed the model, showed the outflow boundary? There you have it. Showed that big push, that big gush. Okay? See it real quick. All right. So that's interesting, isn't it? Indianapolis, they're gonna get clobbered. Okay. All right. Back up here. Clear off my map here real quick. Okay. What is this stuff doing here? It looks like it's a little weaker to me, but let me go different radar. Yeah, it's still hanging in there. So I would say Paulding County, you need to stay alert. Paulding County and Defiance County. You got a hair more time in Williams County. A hair more time. Let's not sleep on this stuff up here. Okay? I.e., number three out of this batch. Remember on my number system? Okay. All right. I'd like to be in Indianapolis right now. At the zoo watching. Okay, thank you. Okay. Working until 5. We'll just have to see. I mean, seriously, because we got to get this stuff to come out of Indiana. Okay? And then you got the stuff to the north up there, too. So. I'm not sensing storm fatigue. I asked that last time. Light rain in Finley. I think everybody's doing that. Storm motion, the whole bit. What a monster line of storms or has been damaged. Did you hear about the car that got flipped over on 71 by Columbus this morning? Traffic camera picked it up. I was going to post it, but I got so busy with this. Heavy, heavy, pounding torrential rain. And it looks like a brief spin up happened, and you can just see the car just get rolled on 71 this morning. Okay. I don't see anything in Michigan. I really don't. Northern Michigan, Detroit area. Let me take a look here. No, no, there's nothing. Just kind of going around the horn here. Oh, nothing. About the same intensity, maybe down a notch. Okay, this Boeing out here going through Fort Wayne, that's got Paulding and Van Wert County just written all over it. So our friends in Paulding and Van Wert County, please be ready within the next half hour. Let's flip over to satellite. We got a couple of minutes here. See what this guy's doing. There's a big blow up right there. Those are cold thunderstorm tops. Okay? That's what it looks like when you enhance the cloud activity. Okay? Back over to radar. Yeah, I think Paulding and Van Wert County are going to go under a warning pretty quick, and possibly Defiance. Williams County may have to wait just a little longer to see what that stuff does west of Angola. Okay. 50, we'll call it 60 miles an hour to round it off round figures. That is a mile a minute. A mile a minute. So by 2:30, it's going to be 30 miles further east. Yeah, that's going to put it right into Defiance, Paulding, and Van Wert counties. Watching the lightning bolts, Williams County, Defiance County, Paulding County. Again, that's often an early indicator as to what could be going on. Okay. I am so excited I won't have to sit here at 2 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock tonight. That is good. Okay. Marching into Indianapolis. But if you're in Indianapolis and you look at north, oh man. As we sit here and patiently wait to see what happens here. Not as much hail in these things as you would normally think, to be honest with you. There's some, you see, but it's not, there was more this morning. So this is a big rain and wind event. And there have been obviously several tornadoes. Okay? All right. It's been hard to get any sort of feel on any rotation. It just is the way the storms are set up. Let's put this into motion. Yeah, Fort Wayne storms are primarily east southeast. So that like I said, that's got Paulding Van Wert written all over it. Okay. One more look at satellite, and I'm going to change the sector for us. Change what's going on with that. Okay, that's what she looks like. Okay. All right. Let me see what I come up with here. Okay, so I said it'll start arriving into western Ohio around 2 o'clock. I think we're going to be close as people look at their clocks. It's right almost at the border. So you focus in on one part and start to get a movement on it. Okay, here. Okay. I'll take you over to, well, we got a little bit of time while we watch that. I'll keep eyeballing it. What the heck? What did I do on that? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to have to change that sector. Okay. I see what I did. Let me see real quick. All right, man, we're going to have to not do that right now. Okay. Yeah, not as strong as it was. Not as strong as it was, but it's still beefy. Okay, not as strong as it was. Okay, social media. Well, no matter what happens, it's going to be early evening, mid evening. Okay. Lots of lightning beginning to pop in Defiance County, Williams County, North Lima. Yeah, Fort Wayne is definitely going east southeast. Ah, you know, the heaviest stuff go north into the east of Indianapolis. When you look at that, hmm. Okay. Okay. The storms have weakened by Auburn, Indiana, so that's good news for Defiance. They have weakened a little bit. They're down a notch here, so they may come across more like special weather statements than severe thunderstorm warnings. Okay, this hour forecast ahead on the screen as current. Thunder and light rain being reported in Defiance. Unless something changes dramatically, I think that stuff coming out from Auburn will be handled by a special weather statement. It has weakened considerably. Now, the storms by Angola have intensified. All right. Someone asked, was that lightning between Sandusky and Toledo? I didn't see any. No. Not here. I see heavy thunderstorms in that line, but I don't see anything severe. One has to wonder that southern air may be taking some energy from the north, but we'll see. Yeah, they're gonna let that. They're gonna let that slide with a special weather statement. I'm sure. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Let me do something. I do something on the computer here if I can do it. If I can, hold on. Nope, I can't do it. That's okay. That's all right. If I do that, I will cut the feed off, and we don't want to do that. Okay. Right now, I do see thunderstorms rolling in to western Ohio, but I do not see anything that gets us at severe limits into western Ohio. Could they pulse up? Yes. However, I think we may be having a situation developing here where it's hitting the rain cooled air that we had this morning. Remember, I said 3A, 3B will affect 4? Well, I think we may be starting to see those effects. Hmm. Okay. Oh, he's raising Cain out there. Raising Cain. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, change the satellite sector a little bit more for us. There's a good shot here of it. Yeah, throwing high clouds all the way into Michigan. Look at that. Hmm. Yeah, Dayton's under severe thunderstorm warnings for Dayton heading into towards Columbus, especially north of Indianapolis. Storms over Fort Wayne. Now moving into Williams County, Defiance County, Paulding County. They look like good old regular variety thunderstorms. Okay. Who out there wants a bad storm? Who does? Who does? Oh, okay. I'm just going to go into the messages. There's some problem with Facebook a little bit here. Let me see. Why is live stuck or repeat frequently? Well, like folks were saying, um, sign out and come back in. But I think you went over to YouTube. The only thing with the YouTube, I don't check chat on YouTube. Well, I do. Let me correct myself. Yeah, it comes over here. My apology. I get it. I got it. Okay. 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 Back down here. No more bad storms in Monroe, Michigan. Yeah, you guys have had. I think mostly everybody has had just a story to tell about this whole weather system, right? Huh? We'll see. I think that the northern part of the Lions trying to make a little bit of a comeback. We'll see. We need to face the reality for storm lovers out there that this may be just garden variety thunderstorms. Okay, just face up to that reality that we've talked about. That you know models having a hard time with it, but this is reality here, and this is what's coming in now, and it's running into an atmosphere that's been worked over several times the past couple of days. But I'm just amazed, to be honest with you, that it's even holding together this good. I'll be honest with you, I am. But we're not going to sleep on this stuff coming out of Indiana. I mean, we have seen this the past couple of days get a little bit wonky on us. Okay? So I'm going to tell Miss Blizzy we got storms approaching. Don't know if she's listening. So I am going to be back in about 2 minutes or so. Don't go no place, okay? Because now things are going to start getting interesting. See if this stuff intensifies, okay? So we got to be aware that certainly can happen very quickly on us. Okay? Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okie dokie, we are back with you. Okay. All right, we are definitely back in the chair here with you. There we are. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. Uh, believe it or not, believe it or not, that northern part of the line is holding together pretty good. Okay. It's not severe. Okay. It is not severe. It would be nice to get just regular thunderstorms going through, but we have to watch it. We have to watch this stuff. We've been here before, several times the past couple of days, and this stuff just goes crazy. Okay, so but the stuff is coming out of Indiana, is coming out of southern Michigan. To me, so far, it looks like regular thunderstorms, regular stuff. And that would be fine with me. I'm probably fine with most of you folks at home. Okay? So if it does not get any stronger, it's in the time window I thought it would hit, which would be a 2 to 7. You're going to experience just regular summertime thunderstorms, not Armageddon. Okay? So I just wanted to put that on the table for you. Okay? Hold on a second here. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Okay. But that is the way that is what that is looking like to me. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to make that's not good. I'm not going to make lemonade out of lemons here. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That's a good summertime roll of thunder to end this nutty weather pattern that we're in. Okay. You may hear chatter about a number 5, but a number 5 is going to drop from Chicago across Indiana. No signs of that coming our way. Okay? But right now, steadily moving eastward. Don't see a tilt. If anything, this stuff has slowed down. Okay? If anything, this stuff has slowed down. I mean, it was, I wonder if there's going to be a kick to this thing. Now, one thing that's going to be missing here that we've seen the past couple of nights is a low-level jet stream. Okay, that's not going to happen here like it did the past couple of nights. This will be through our area. I'd say easily by 7, if not 5 or 6. I mean, it's just going to move along. Although it is crawling, to be quite honest with you. It's going pretty slow compared to 55 to 70 mile an hour. Okay, it is. I think it's weakened below severe limits, but it's not totally off the table yet. Okay. Williams County, you got some pretty good thunder and lightning going on. Moving through Defiance County, looks like regular stuff. Thank goodness for bucking the folks in Paulding County and Putnam County and those areas. That storm, which was a considerable thunderstorm threat. This complex you see right there on your screen. An hour ago, when I popped on the air, 1 hour and 8 minutes ago, and 3 seconds. Okay, I got a little clock up there. It was a storm producing 70, 80, 85 mile an hour winds. And it has weakened considerably. It has basically burned a lot of its energy. Now, let's watch this and see and make sure we don't get any heroics here. Okay? Let's not get any last minute heroics on this line. Once we get it through, we're going to be okay. If you watch the evening news tonight or get on social media, some people I don't care. People get mad. I don't care. I'm not going to have death and destruction just to prove I'm right. It's exactly what we talked about was going to happen. Exactly. I mentioned this yesterday about the southeast tilt. And if it did the southeast tilt, that it would basically not be severe here. And we also talked about developing north of Fort Wayne, Indiana. That would be the only chance we had of getting anything in here. And it did get batch number 3 uh, developed north of Fort Wayne. And that's what you're looking at right there. Okay. Wow, what are you doing this for? Hold on, I gotta fix something over here. I don't get all this. Okay. There we go. Computers. All right, so things have worked pretty close to what we said. Okay. I'm not responsible for severe weather watches and stuff like that. I'm just passing the information on that. All right. That cluster is holding together pretty nicely, I must admit. Looks like we got an uptick going on in Williams County up here. Ooh, there's a southeast dive right there. See it? There's some thunder and lightning in Hillsdale County. You know, if it does much more of that, Toledo, folks, you're not going to get much. Areas eastward, just a regular shower, thunderstorm. So Port Clinton, Sandusky, whatever. There's not Cleveland. It doesn't, look significant to me at all. Now let's look at this closely. We're trying to pick up the movement here. Southeast. Definitely southeast. Okay. Now let's see what we can do with this. Okay. Folks, I'm sure you do. I was going to say you don't know how lucky we are today. But this sector here, that may dive into Fulton County like that. It is definitely diving. We're not tilting anymore. Remember I said that this morning? We're done tilting. Okay? Look at this one more time here. Yeah, maybe the stuff in Hillsdale County, northern Hillsdale County, and northern Lenawee County, maybe that will reach into Lucas County, but does not look severe. Okay? Does not look severe. Okay? But that stuff in Williams County near Bryan, that's heading towards Defiance and Henry County. Once this goes by, that is it. That will be it. Out of the 4 complexes and the 4 subcomplexes, this may wind up being, for our part of the state, the calmest one out of the 4, because we have beat up the atmosphere so friggin' bad. Okay, we have beat it up so bad that no respectable thunderstorm complex could keep doing it. It just can't do it. But unless something dramatically changes the next hour, this is going to be it, and that's fine, I believe. But 99% of the folks out there, except 1 or 2, look, there's no such thing as a Toledo dome. There's no such thing as Toledo bubble, no trouble. That's a bunch of bull hockey. That is not true. You do get some effects from Lake Erie. How can you say um how do you word it? Let me take a look at that here. The bubble or something. Yeah, Cleveland's out of the woods. The Toledo. There's no dome. Tell the people in Millbury and Lake about no dome. Okay? We've had thunder and lightning, rain, hail. All. Do you want devastation? Is that what you want? Devastation? We've had a lot of thunderstorms and rain and lightning and all sorts of stuff because Armageddon's not going to break out today. There's a Toledo Dome. So I guess there must be a Defiance Dome and a Finley Dome, Hillsdale Dome. That's hilarious. There's no such thing. Okay. There's the Lake Erie effect. Lake Erie does affect the weather in Toledo quite a bit when the wind comes in off the lake and stuff, especially in the fall and the spring. Excuse me. Well, that stuff in Bryan area is definitely increasing. Definitely, the past 15 minutes. Don't come any further east. There's a Toledo Dome. Don't do that. You'll break the myth. Haven't I been on here for like 9 separate complexes of storms and lightning and thunder and flooding rains and wind and power outages? Haven't I been sitting here, or did I just dream that? Maybe I just dreamt that. I don't know. Okay. Well, it's on top of you right now in Bryan. Let me look out your window. It's right on top of you. Once this goes by, once this clears the deck, that pretty much is it. Okay. Thunder and defiance, light rain. Thank you very much. I'm just impressed that this thing got its act together. Let's see down here. What happened in Indianapolis? I had missed them. Oh, missed in Indianapolis. Look at that. It missed them. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have a tornado warning here, I believe, down in the south by London, South Charleston. Yeah, it is a nadir warning. Radar indicated. Let me go over here and check this out on my other source here. Yes, sir. Southeast of 40. Thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Getting close to rush hour in Dayton area in Columbus. Oh, this is going to be fun. That's going to be a fun time. I back up into here. Wow. I am so glad, for accuracy's sake, okay? I am so glad, for accuracy's sake, we push that southeasterly turn. So this is absolutely no surprise. Okay? Right now, if you're watching from on the current radar, okay? If you're watching, these look like garden variety storms. When I mean garden variety, typical pretty much like we figured was going to happen. Southeast turn, running into severe weather. Big thunderstorms came within 30 miles of the Ohio border. Oh, there must be a bubble over Paulding County. Most important here, the movement as far as what we're going to get here. So you got thunderstorms out roaming through Williams County, definitely a southeast tilt. That means as far as movement, forget tilt, Bill. As far as Lucas County is concerned, it's going to have to come in from the northwest. It's going to have to come in from, okay? It's going to have to come in from Lenawee County. Okay? If you look at the radar, take my picture out there. If you look at that radar, you can see it diving out of Lenawee County towards the southeast. The stuff over Hillsdale County will move into Fulton County. The stuff over Williams County will run into probably Henry County, maybe northern Defiance County. Okay? Okay? So Fulton County, to me, it looks like regular thunderstorms. Regular. Heading towards Bryan. Again, none of this is rated severe. It's got a way to go before it gets there. So Lucas County, if you're going to get any thunder, lightning, not severe. I don't see that. It's going to come out of Lenawee County, and maybe even portions of Monroe County. Okay, that's the way that looks. Back in 10 seconds. Okay, back here. You know, this could have gone where Northern Ohio didn't get anything. I mean, zero. Okay? Yeah, I know, Lacey. I know you want a thunderstorm. I know. I know. I mean, we really could wound up with nothing. I mean, zero, a sprinkle or something. But hey, you got some lightning, you got some. This is the type of thunderstorms I like. This type of stuff. A little thunder, a little bit of lightning, some rain. You know, that's okay. Archbold. We'll zoom in here for you. Just regular thunderstorms coming in from the northwest. Okay, Fulton County area, Williams County area. I mean, it's just a good old fashioned stuff here. It is. If it gets a little bit stronger, okay. What? 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 Okay. All right. I'm just looking at stuff here. Okay. All right. That stuff does look like it's growing a little bit over Williams County, though. I'll be honest with you, it does. But not severe, not Armageddon. Okay. The watch over Indiana is no longer in effect. So that goes to show you. So it's still in effect for portions of Ohio. So this is it. This is it. That is it. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I do agree. Yes, I do agree. Yeah. Getting some increasing lightning strikes. Yeah. No surprises here. I see no surprises yet, which is good. We don't want any surprises. So you got some stuff in Lenawee County, Monroe County, not severe, but a couple of spots are heavier. Okay. Uh, Williams County, Hillsdale County. Huh. Now that's turned east. Remember, it was going due south. It was going due south. They dropped the warning for Indianapolis. Oops. Yeah, that remember it was going due south. Now it turned more east southeast. So that didn't work out. Looks like the watch has been canceled for southern Michigan. No watch for southern Michigan. Hillsdale County no longer in a watch. Coldwater area no longer in a watch. Okay, different perspective. This is a better look. Garden variety stuff here. Looking at it from Cleveland, I think North Webster was having an issue. Looks like a little more beefier now. I do not yet see anything severe in Lucas County. Norman, I don't see anything severe anyplace. But watching Williams County, Defiance County, Henry County, keeping a close eye on all that from the north, different perspective. Oh, what's going on with this? Let me go back over here. I got to tilt a little bit low on this. Okay. And they're running really hot over there. The tilt. That's probably a little bit more better representation. There you go. Change around different radars. Yeah, it's a little bit too. I got the antenna down. There we go. It's better. Not too much there. So I can shift a little bit more eastward on the past couple frames. I was wondering here. I'm just kind of wondering about this. Greeny's here. See how close it is. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not too bad. 3 p.m. Okay, so 4 p.m. It's pretty good. Perfect. No. Let's go back to radar. It's pretty close. Okay. And that's towards 5 o'clock. I don't know about that stuff in southern Michigan by Detroit. That may not happen. Yeah, I'm just trying to develop that by Detroit. There's number 5 right there. Overnight tonight, down to the south. Oh gosh, stay south, please. Where's that developing at? And right there. Okay. No kidding. Look, the southeastern movement has stopped. Now it's easterly. Look at that by Swanton. See? Look at the movement. Folks, you have witnessed the past 24, 48 hours. The atmosphere just getting this butt tore off. I gotta tell you. Okay. I gotta be 100% honest with you. Gee whiz. But she has turned eastward, primarily. Um, yeah, maybe a hair south due east. Hmm, interesting. No, 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 can't give up on it quite yet. Too many weird things can happen. But that's it right there. I mean, that's it. That once, you know, I don't see anything behind it, but let me make sure. Okay, it's still kicking with this tornado warning down here now. We're south of London. Could get pretty nasty by Circleville. Oh, yeah, definitely rumbling thunder in Lucas County. No, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, it has died down. Yes, yes, it has. That's what I've been saying for the past hour or so, whatever. That this is just garden variety stuff. Okay. Let me check it here real quick. Let me come up with something here. I'm still with you. Hold on. I'm still with you. Hold on. Huh. No, what this is, I know, it's a little bit weird. Yeah, the Cape is definitely falling. That's storm fuel. Yeah, it's the morning stuff just really tore it apart. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that's good. It's really good. Um, Question here: what number is this? Okay, uh, initially out of the box here, just to remain consistent, we talked about four different main clusters of storms. One, two, three, four. That's four. But within the first three clusters, okay, we wound up getting extra bonus clusters, built in, okay, like a 2-for-1 sale at the store, okay. So two, and then we had 2A, and then we had 2B. So that gives us six. Now today we had a three earlier today, but then again we had two other clusters, 3A, 3B. Was that eight? Okay, so we're sitting at eight right now. Yep, because we have four. That's right. Okay, I don't think this. So we're sitting at eight. I thought we could squeeze in nine, but no, we got eight. So eight separate clusters. And the reason why you couldn't combine them, we already came out with the 1 to 4, but there wasn't much gapping between them. You know that. It quit for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then bam, it came right back again. So there you have it. Oh, man. So, what does everybody feel here? Feel good? Feel lucky? I feel good about it. I'm all right. This is what we more or less thought, that the big stuff would be south and west. I'm just really surprised that all this developed right here. Although it's nothing big, it's okay. The atmosphere has been beat up the past 2 days. You want to see something really cool? I mean, I want you to see. Look at this radar, and what do you see? Let's take a look at this. I won't give you a hint. Wait 15 seconds. Okay? I'll tell you. To show you how screwed things are, okay? Look how quickly this stuff in Monroe County blew up in less than 10 minutes. See that? Okay? Blew up so quickly they had to put out a marine statement of the stuff coming offshore. That's why you go, holy shit, man. Look at that. How quickly that developed. Now tell me that's not impressive. I went from nothing to that in 3 radar scans separated by 5 minutes each. So, that's pretty impressive. So moving out of Williams County now into western Fulton County. It didn't look good for Defiance about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. It looked bad coming out of Indiana. So you bought yourself a break on that one. Okay, going to radar. I'll be back in not even 2 minutes. Hello, everybody. Did I miss anything? Okay. No, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. We're hanging in there. All right. So basically, a couple folks asking, is the severe weather threat over? I think for all practical purposes, it is. Okay. You could always get a quick isolated one, but I think we basically have used up the. It's like going to the gas station. You filled up your tank and kept driving, didn't fill it up. And I think Mother Nature just has said, okay, that's it. We're done. We've had it. And no, I think you're going to get the next couple of hours. Here it is, what, 5 after 3. You're going to get periodic, these scattered thunderstorms, but there's not a single one in there that looks like it's going to be anything that we need to uh, push the button on. Okay. Okay. There's nothing behind this that we need to be concerned about. Okay? There's nothing. There is going to be some stuff by Chicago, but that's going to go south. Now, if you recall what I've been saying the past couple of days, okay, I'll go back and repeat myself here. That every time you get a cluster of storms develop, it pushes things further and further south. Remember, I said all that. And it's really amazing we got as much as we got, to be honest with you. Not only today, but the past couple of days. So, let me check this real quick. Oh, jeez. Okay. But, talking about heat indexes. We'll watch. I'll keep an eye on things to make sure we don't have any surprises up here to the northwest. Don't worry about that. But remember, we talked about every one of these outflow boundaries pushes everything further and further south. I mean, geez, we're getting down into West Virginia now and getting into North Carolina mountains. I mean, just in Virginia mountains. So that's what's been going on. I said we got to be careful with this because every one of these things that flies by does create that push. That push. Okay. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. All right, let me go to modeling here real quick. I'm just interested to see what it keeps wanting to do with that other one. I don't see another one for us, but heck, I don't trust anything. Yeah, see, there's something behind this. Concerning us. How's that temperature of the clouds? Concerning us. Look back to the west. It'll re-rack itself. There it goes. No, not that I can see. Some stuff here in northern Wisconsin, but that should drop south. But let's just see if we got any anybody sniffing this out a little bit here. Oh, okay. Nope, nobody is. Okay, let's go back over here. Pop this up here. Take this guy off here. Oh, take him off. Okay, take here. Okay. Okay, let me check something out here real quick. Um, Hold on. I am with you. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm looking at her. It's okay. I mean, it's okay, but it's showing nothing else after this right now. And I will show you when a few more frames come in. Let me show you something here, just for grinnies. Okay, hold on. All right, let me show you something here. Okay, I'm going to show you a CAPE, which is storm fuel. Okay? All right, I'm going to show you what's going on here and why confidence is high now that things are calming down. Okay, this is the CAPE. You get a CAPE over 500 to 1,000 as joules. Okay, you're doing pretty good. Okay, you get over 2,000, you're doing really good. Really good. Okay, here's the CAPE that's on top of us a couple of hours ago, 24.99 joules. Okay. Okay. Way back to the west is crazy. I mean, it's just nuts. Okay. Now, go forward in time. You see how the CAPE is disappearing. And now you're down to a half. And that's if you're lucky. Okay. Now, anything else develops back in here, it would dive southeastward and stay back to the west. Okay. But I thought you'd like to see that. So the atmosphere is running out of fuel. Basically, what that means, we are running out of fuel. Okay. Here's the HER model here now. Still not too much out there, but let's see here. See, it just kills it in the next couple of hours. Tries to hint at something trying to develop in Indiana, but it would dive southeast anyway. That's frame number 10. That's frame 10. Okay. Okay. Yeah, a lot of comments about Columbus in there. Yeah, it's bad in Columbus. Okay. When I told you, video out there of a car getting flipped by a tornado on 71. So it's bad. Okay, take it to radar real quick. But yeah, they got smacked over pretty good, especially this morning. But now everything is south of Columbus. Okay, back up in our neck of the woods here. Yeah, hey, it's hanging there. Look at that stuff in Monroe County. Oh yeah. That would have come due south. That come right into Lucas County. Now this is going to rake along the shoreline. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest here. This is screwy. Okay. Let's be honest. Let me get my little telestrator. Get things together here. Okay, get that straight there. Okay, make sure we're there. Here. This is nuts. Nutty. Remember I said I didn't think we get out of this without a surprise? Well, this might be it. So this guy here is diving southeast. That could very easily go right along the lakeshore. Okay? See it? Follow the arrow. This will get interesting, right? There it is there, looking from Cleveland. None of the models have this either, by the way. The HER this morning just was killing just about everything. So, because of the previous 10,000 lightning strikes we had before this. So, oh, gee whiz. Yeah. When you say clear for the evening, you mean clear from severe weather, because you do have this cluster of storms coming in at you. Tiffin area for Astoria. But you're not going to have clear skies, no. But as far as severe weather, right now this is not severe, but I don't like that stuff blowing up in Monroe County. That continues to show, although our storm fuel is dropping, there's still enough kick. Mother Nature's fighting right now to keep this going. I mean, let's look at Monroe County. There was nothing there 30 minutes ago. Oh boy, right? Okay. I'm still here. Hold on. Right there. Look at something different here. Port Clinton, everything's just gray. Okay. But as Port Clinton, I guess getting ready here if that storm comes along the lake shore. Okay. Courtesy of Shores and Islands. The sky is gray, the water's gray. Ooh, that's whipping along pretty quick today. I think that sped up the camera there. Boy, they really did. Why is that going that fast? This is weird. Don't get this one. I don't get that. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess not. We're gonna have to get off that until we figure that one out. That's weird. Okay. That's downright weird. Okay. All right, back on. Speaking of weird, back on the radar. Gee whiz. But the stuff is developing across southern Monroe County and will be dropping into Lucas County. Okay. Just on the doorstep of Sylvania. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Now, still from over Monroe County, eastern Monroe County, is going south southeast, so that's going to go right, could easily go right along the lakeshore, very close to it. We still at 2,400 joules of CAPE. That's enough to do the job. Dropping south. It's just normal stuff down that way. It's a lot worse downstate. Ooh, tornado warnings by Cincinnati. Well, let's just sit on this here. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Yep, Cincinnati is under a tornado warning. Let me double check that here, my other computer. Wow, there you go. Gee whiz. Okay. Yep. Moving southeast at 45 miles an hour. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. We're even getting a little bit of tornado ID signature there. Approaching Cincinnati. Okay? You see it right there on your screen. Okay? Wow. You don't see that very often. Let's see what kind of percentage we have on this. 61.1%. Well, this is very interesting. Just tuning in, Cincinnati area under a tornado warning. Uh, we've been talking about this for days. That's central and southern Ohio. I specifically kept saying Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati, that triangle, southern Ohio, central Ohio. But they've had a heck of a day. Just a heck of a day. Yeah, that's going to move right into extreme northern Lucas County, right there on the lake shore. Plus, got that one in central Monroe County. Hmm. Yeah, Cincinnati's in the same spot, almost like Indianapolis was, trying to come in from the north, and then it just kind of faded away and moved that north of them. But this one looks like this is going to move. A new one just got issued. Now there's 3 tornado warnings. Going into northern Kentucky. Our friends in West Virginia that are camping contacted us earlier today. Well, flooding rains are all flood advisories, but we're watching this stuff to move in on top of you also. Right here. Try my camera again, see if it's acting weird. Get over there. I don't know what the heck is up with that one. That's a little bit better, I think. Eesh. No, it's not. White balance time. Alright. Alright. We'll play that game. Trying to get ready to track that storm coming down the coast. I don't think so. I'm going to try a different camera. Moving in from Monroe County, coming down the coast, coming down the lakeshore. I mean, yes, I said don't sleep on the shoreline. Well, there you go. Pretty good storms coming through the Swanton area, Monclova. Hmm. Interesting. These still look like garden variety storms to me. But hey, storms nevertheless, right? Okay. All very interesting, isn't it? Okay. Steady rain in Finley. Yeah. I don't have the exact count. Nothing in our part of the state. Several downstate, obviously, and towards Chicago. Probably 5 or 10. Hmm. Quite impressive, though, I must admit, that it's able to do this much. Oh, let me check this here. Hold on. I am still here with you. Okay. All righty. So going gangbusters here down to the south. See with thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings. There's a heck of a time going on down south. I'm picking that up from Cleveland radar. Holy shoot. There we go. Hmm. Nice little area of thunderstorms. So the thunderstorm watch no longer in effect. I think they still have it up for Finley. So I get confirmation of that real quick. Yeah, they still have it up for Finley South. That's the latest there. So, except for Findlay, south, no severe thunderstorm watches are up. Whatever storm fuel we have left, this is it. This is it. There's no more left in the tank. I mean, whatever you're getting now, that's going to be it. Hmm. All right, go social media. If you got any questions, any comments? It is definitely a lot more calmer up here than it is down south, without a doubt. I mean, you drop down here, look, all hell's break loose. It has gone crazy. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I got a good look at that. Okay, back up north. What are we going to do with ourselves? No 2 o'clock in the morning thunderstorms. That person driving from what was it, Tiffin to Angola this afternoon? Boy, I'm glad he said he's going to change his plans. That would have been downright nasty. Downright nasty. Not just nasty, but downright nasty. You can see that, yeah, the more enhanced tops, the blackness you see there is down by Cincinnati. Okay, I'm going to go look out the window. It's raining pretty good here. I want to see this. I will be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back live once again. Raining pretty darn good here. Lightning, thunder. Yeah, a nice thunderstorm rolling through. So there you have it. Storm rolling down the shoreline up from Monroe County, going right along the shore. And this is it, though. This is it. I mean, when once that yellow and red stuff is gone, the only thing behind is a couple of sprinkles. It's over. All right. Number 4 plus 4 subcontractors, so to speak. So 8 clusters of storms have rolled through the past, 48 hours? Is that what it was? Yep. 8 clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 extra ones. Yeah, about 8. You got 4, then you got 2 there, makes 6. No more than that. Okay, you got 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sure. 2A, 2B. That makes it 6. 3A, 3B. That makes it 8. And there was really a C with 3 today because it was bam, bam, bam. 9. 9 clusters. 9. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. But, I mean, 1 or 2 is enough. Okay? But anyway, all right. So once all this goes by, there is nothing behind this that we have to worry about here. You'll hear chatter about stuff by Chicago, but that's going to dive south. Let me see if I can pull up any sort of oh, if I can get it yet. Like go satellite, I can pull it up here. Okay, go satellite real quick. Yeah, you see where it's yellow around the red. I mean, that's a drier air coming in. The thunderstorm tops are going to start warming up. It's really a big black spot. I mean, right over. That's the biggest thunderstorms right there. Let's look at it. Look at that. That's way up there. Way up there. That's the cold thunderstorm tops. Okay. So really interesting. Let me do something here real quick. Give me a second here. Okay. So what model won the day today? Let me do some thinking about that one. The Her did not have all this right now. The Raft did pretty good with it. Okay. What is today? Tuesday? There. Oh man, folks, you have no idea. I'm going to show you this. Okay. Hold on a second here. Okay. Uh. Okay. This is the current cluster. Okay. Again, on the Her, which is having a little bit of trouble on the details today, but there it is. Right. That's pretty close. Now, we're going to go forward in time here a little bit. This is tonight. Look what happens around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, but it's going southeast. Okay? All right. That seems to be the path right there. Oh no. All right. So that's number 5, but 5 is going to miss us. As sure as hell better. As Miss Blizzy's going to sit here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And that just goes south. Okay. And then there's another one right there. See, now they're going to keep getting them. And there's a couple right there. We're not going to call that a number. Okay. This is on Wednesday evening. What's that? See that right there? That's Wednesday evening. All right, we'll see. We'll see how this all works out. What the hell is that? Okay. Let me go to the RAF here and see if I got anything new on that one. Well, the new raft is coming in. It hasn't gone out far enough yet. Okay, that's the current one. That doesn't show anything yet. Oh, please don't. Okay. All right, there you go. And that's cluster lightning and thunder rolling across northern Ohio. Then it dives southeast. Next hour, it'll be gone. See? Keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. Right along the lake shore, then bomb, boom, bomb here, right? Boom, south. See that 15 times. Okay? And then it's gone. It's out of here. Okay, let's see what's going on down to south with all this. Southern Ohio. All right, going to move into West Virginia in the next 2 hours. Okay. See, this is the eastern slope of the heat dome. Okay. I.e., this is the roller coaster. Watch, it just kicks south. See it? Okay. Okay. What time is it? 5 to 4. We'll probably call it here at 4 o'clock. Maybe not. After that crackle of thunder, maybe not. Now we may have to hold on to this a little longer because it's going down the lake shore. And it's sliding right down the lake shore. That could very well go right all the way down to Sandusky and Port Clinton. Some stuff now moving into Sandusky County. All right, let me do something here, here, real quick. Okay, hold on a second here. Add a little more green in here, pick up the lighter stuff. Okay. Special marine warnings have gone out for that cluster going down the shoreline. Winds gusting to about 40 miles an hour. Pretty good storm. Yeah, I guess pretty good storms over Lucas County. Not severe, okay? But dumping heavy amounts of rain, lightning, thunder. Let's drop down state, see what's going on. Finley, you got some rain in your vicinity too. I think tornado warning has gone to the south now of Cincinnati and just to the south into Kentucky. All sorts of flooding conditions by Charleston and Beckley. Oh yeah, going right down the shoreline. All right. As for Grinny's, Wilbur the boat is still out there. Try this again. Pick up on what's going on there. Sport Clinton will come around, just keeping an eye on the skies. It's dark offshore. The camera swing around here, courtesy of Shores and Islands. I got tilted up a little bit higher so we can get more clouds. Don't know if you'll be able to see Wilbur the boat. He's still there. I might have missed somebody's there. Oh man, okay. Not the shot I want. All right. It's okay. Gonna move out of Lucas County here pretty soon. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. We were showing that dropping down to Cincinnati, but it has gone south of them now. So transitioning down into Kentucky now. Mhm. I am with you here. Don't know how much I'm able to pick this up, but I will try it. That is a close-up shot there of Put-in Bay. See if I can get that camera to fix up for us. What is coming out? That's all water hitting the camera. Can't even make out the harbor. That's how heavy it's raining in Put-in Bay. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's that's water hitting the camera at Put-in Bay. They're getting their heinies smacked. I mean, the visibility is horrible there. I mean, that's a true shot right there. So it's a flagpole. That's really interesting. Okay. All righty. Let me see here. Try and get you a different satellite shot here. There's the enhanced of the big enhanced area downstate. Northern Michigan is pretty much clear. Some high clouds up that way. Storms are fading a little bit now in West Virginia, but soon to get smacked again later on tonight. Okay. And the storms are now going south of Toledo. So some residue shower and thunderstorm behind it. Okay. I'm trying to give you a different perspective here. Move around here real quick. That's a close-up shot right there of the satellite. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had. I know there was something going on down there. We keep dropping down there, but I haven't heard was there any damage. Might have been has haven't gotten any confirmation of a water spout by Port Clinton off of Port Clinton, but certainly a possibility. Would not be surprised. Let me know if you hear anything else about that. All right, let me see here. Looking offshore from Port Clinton. So much gray out there because the boat. Okay, special weather statements are going out for Ottawa County. Let me check all this. No surprise on this stuff. That would be for that's not what I want. Strong thunderstorms, Ottawa County, Erie, and Sandusky counties. Doppler radar showing strong thunderstorms along the line from Put-in-Bay to 7 miles north of Oak Harbor to near Oregon. Movement was southeast at 25. Winds gusting up to 40 miles an hour. Sandusky, Fremont, West Vermilion, Port Clinton, Kelly's Island, Put-in-Bay, Clyde, Oak Harbor, Gibsonburg, Genoa, Woodville, Elmore, North Milan. Let's see, Catawba Island, Marblehead, and Lindsay. So that was what we've been trying. Remember, we sort of mentioned this an hour ago, coming out of Monroe County. So, and waterspout cannot be ruled out. If these storms hold together, okay, when you say concerning, uh, they got a long way to go to get to you. A long way to go. They're going east southeast, so they could very well dip in by Vermilion and Lorraine. Okay, they have to go almost due east to hit Cleveland, and they're not. They're dipping southeast. Okay. Outlook this evening: rain the next couple of hours, and ending. Happy for everybody. When you say concerning, not tornadic, although a water spout is possible offshore. Again, looking at the radar, going a little bit closer here for you. Yeah, I mean, they're going east southeast, going to move into Avon Lake, pretty close to West Lake. Yeah, you might get a thunderstorm in here. You might get this guy right here. Might move right into you. Right over the islands. No debating that. Okay. Trying to get you a shot of Put-in-Bay here. There you go. That is Put-in-Bay, courtesy of PutInBay.com. It is just coming down. That is Put-in-Bay, obviously. The heavy rain is now moved out of Toledo area, and the rain will be stopping quitting pretty darn soon, or very light stuff. The main game in town is what's along the lakeshore, moving into Rocky Ridge, moving into Old Harbor. You're going to get a pretty good shot coming in. Also sinking down to Port Clinton. I would not be surprised if any of these could produce a water spout out in Lake Erie. Certainly a possibility. Okay. What you're looking at here is Put-in-Bay, courtesy of PutInBay.com. If I go to another camera, it's raining so heavily, the visibility is just absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Can't see anything. Okay. Back this out a little bit. Let's see what's going on elsewhere on the radar. I will probably double boxes here. Okay, I'll just keep with that for a couple of minutes. Rain going through Findlay, but the rain is going to be ending very quickly. Okay, remember special weather statements are out. Oak Harbor, near Oak Harbor, of course. Ottawa, Erie, Sandusky counties. Let's see on the bottom there is Put-in-Bay. You swap shots, you can go side by side. But trying to show you a different shot, you got to have some color and some scale here. If I shoot the water, it's just going to be a gray. There's nothing to shoot it, nothing for contrast. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's just the heaviest stuff right there on the lakeshore. And that's the heaviest right there. Dropping in. I talked about this over Monroe County an hour ago, that it would come right along the lakeshore, and indeed it has. Now moving through Kelly's Island, should be letting up in Put-in-Bay pretty quickly. Because as it goes south and southeast, okay, there you have it. Okay, looking towards Cleveland area, a storm coming off of North Avon Lake coming in. May go west or near Lakewood or just west. This stuff is going to move into Lorain, Vermilion. Friends in Vermilion are going to get smacked up here. Up there with the storm coming in right there. Okay. Coming into Marblehead. Maybe I can get a shot of Marblehead. You can have a lot of gray there too. A lot of gray. You got gray water and you got rain, heavy rain. Not what you call the best combination. Okay. Huh. I was going to show you this, but it's nothing but gray. So I give up on that one. Okay. Okay, what we got here? I think I can get you a shot of Port Clinton here. I'll improve the thing a little bit. Let's see what I got for you. Ah, man. Still too much gray. Mm-mm. 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 Oh, here. And gray of the sky and the water is giving it fits. No. There's Wilbur. Hmm. It's just too much gray. Too much. Yeah. It's a decent shot here. It'll show up. As yeah, Put-in-Bay. Okay. Hmm. 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 Okay. Go back to this. Yeah, it's Put-in-Bay right there. Oh, it should be lighting up pretty soon. Oh, it's too much water, and that's what it really looks like. Yeah. So I will give up on that. It's just too much. Oh, there was a flag. Hold on. So it gives you an idea. You got to have some color behind it. But it is going to get better here pretty quick. Hmm. Downpours in Oak Harbor. I would certainly believe it. Check out Williams County. Okay, I'll go that way. What am I looking for in Williams County? Nothing much. Well, yeah, come in. folks. I had to take a call from my son in North Carolina real quick, so I had to grab that real quick. And sorry about that. So we went to the radar just real quick. So that is what is going on. It looks to me like this stuff is weakening a little bit here. Okay, you got Put-in-Bay on the right-hand side. Again, straddling the lakeshore. Let's kind of take a tour of what's going on here on the radar summary for you. Yep, right along the lake. I think we're going to be fine. I do. There might be in there an isolated water spout that could pop. Certainly a possibility. Let's get some motion on this. I'm going to move into Lorraine. Okay. Going to move into Vermilion. If you're watching for Vermilion, it's right offshore. Okay. Okay, approaching Marblehead, on top of Marblehead now. Again, it's raining so heavily, the shot is nothing but white. Okay, Catawba Island looks like it's slowly clearing Put-in-Bay. You see the rain on the right-hand side gradually starting to end, although still coming down. I see. Looks like it's weakening now just north of Oak Harbor. Okay. Yeah, it's getting much better in Toledo. Much better. Did he say much better? He sure did. Much better. For the first time in 2 days, okay, I can say at least the next 24 hours. All right, I won't stretch it. Let me see the raft real quick. Let me see the raft. Okay, before I make that statement, let me see. This is the raft model. Let me take it full for us. All right. This is tonight, tomorrow morning. Okay. Oh my, look at that. It tries to bring in a little something here tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. We'll see. As I get the rumors going, okay, we'll be right on the northeast corner of that. We'll see what that does. We'll just, let's just kind of play this one a little conservative, okay? Okay, let's go out again. It tries to pop something tomorrow late in the day. We'll see. There's no other model confirmation of that yet. So let's not go bonkers with this. Check some stuff popping in Michigan. It's definitely a much quieter weather pattern. There is definitely a much quieter weather pattern. Okay, at least for the next few days. That goes by tonight. Tomorrow, maybe a 20-30% chance of a shower thunderstorm. Some stuff up in northern Michigan, I see. That way. Okay. We're not going to get too bonkers with this. Let's get a little time behind us, okay? Okay, let me go to the HER model. I don't think it'll go quite that far out for me. Well, HER's trying to bring in another batch up into Michigan tomorrow. By Thursday. Okay, this is Thursday. This is the 48-hour. Okay, let me back up here a little bit. Tomorrow, the HER is trying to bring in right there tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, a couple of thunderstorms. Clear it up. Okay. Let's see if that does materialize. Right there. So the raft and the HER, you see what happens. You clear out the atmosphere. You get all this stuff out of here that we've had the past 2 days. You get it all out of here. And when you get it all out of here, the models calm down because you don't have this outflow, that outflow, this outflow, this outflow. Okay? So it's going to be a little bit better. So it is trying to pop something late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. I don't think we're going to be under a risk tomorrow. Let me go back over here. A little quick here. Take a peek at all that. There's a radar here. Come over there. This. Okay, that's today. So everything's been dropped. Now it went from level 2 to now level 1, obviously. And I don't even think it's that anymore, to be honest with you. Tomorrow, well, tomorrow's got us in a general, but it's got a level 1 up to the north, and it's got more of a level 2 again down to the south. And by the way, that blinking are tornado warnings. Look at that. Look at that. Into Kentucky and just south of Cincinnati. Just look at that. Do you feel grateful? I do. That very easily could have been us. Very easily. Look at that. Look at all the tornado warnings. I can't recall seeing that many. Look at that. Let me click off the radar here, get a better look at that. Look at all the tornado warnings. My goodness. They're all south of Cincinnati now, getting near Portsmouth. My, I'm in shock. Look at this. It's a tornado swarm. Look at that. This may be our derecho here. My goodness. Anyway, all right. Wow. So this one it looks like tomorrow. I think we need to watch our P's and Q's tomorrow, late in the day, afternoon, and towards like 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Again, the modeling is trying to bring in something. I think the model whip is a lot better now. Okay, since we cleared everything up right there. Let's see what future stuff holds for us. Wow. And there's the other one right here coming in Thursday. What the heck is that going to do? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. It ain't over till it's over, right? That's what they say. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. Can I go to Erie County? I'll head over there in a second. Certainly will. Yeah, we were done tonight. Give me a second. I'll get Erie County. Okay, let me get over there. No problem. Okay, let me clear this up real quick. Get out of this real quick. Come in over here real quick. Come over here real quick. Erie County, everything is to your north for the most part. A couple there, but yeah, this stuff is really starting to lose it. Okay, but it's drifting into Vermilion. Okay, into Lorraine along the lakeshore. Okay, let's start with Cleveland and come back to the west. Okay, folks watch us out that way. Okay, to me, this garden variety stuff here. I'll go slow so you can get a nice look at what's going on. Into Lorraine. Nothing severe. Just good old fashioned stuff. Gee, we've done this rodeo how many times? Coming in off the lake. Okay, Vermilion. Huron. Nothing much in Huron. Dipping pretty close to Sandusky. That's dropping almost due south. Yeah, people talk about that's how Lake Erie affects these things, man. How many times have we seen stuff go into Lake Erie and it turns, there's no friction or nothing. Okay? Okay. All right, I got to check on a couple things. I'm going to keep this radar going, and courtesy for our friends along the lakeshore here. Okay, I will be back. Hello there, everybody. Blizzard Bill, we are back once again with you. As soon as I get that straight, there we are. Okay, things are getting much better over there now at Put-in Bay. Storms are moving away. So that is good for the folks along the lakeshore. Things are getting much, much better. Okay. I'll probably sign off here in about 5 minutes, and we'll kind of see what happens here. We are not expecting any storms tonight. Zero. No storms tonight. I hope not. My goodness. Okay. We're not going to get too cranked up about tomorrow afternoon, evening, or even Thursday quite yet. I want everything to settle down. I think the models are beginning to settle down here a little bit, and that's certainly good. Okay, that certainly is good. So let's just let things kind of settle down here, and we'll just see what happens. I think there'll be a chance of some thunderstorms tomorrow. Okay, in the afternoon. And but well, let's after what we've all been through the past couple of days with So many things in and out, in and out. I'm just happy tonight, okay, that we are not going to be in the middle of thunderstorms, or we shouldn't be overnight. Okay, we should not be, and that is certainly okay. Okay, let me double check on the map here real quick and see what we can do with all this. But well, okay, hold on here real quick. All right, so let's do this as a plan. Okay, since this stuff is not severe, we already know what's going on. It's typical stuff. Some special weather statements coming out for areas along Cleveland. Okay, and I think they're garden variety good storms, meaning intense. Not going to get any tornadoes out of this. We should not. We shouldn't get any severe weather. You see the blue popping up there. That would be special weather statements. Okay, there it is right there. Right along the lakeshore, Norwalk area included. Well, north of Norwalk. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be. I know that officially it's got the watch up, but it's over. It's over. We got stuff downstate. Kentucky, nuts. Okay, so that is that. Let me come out on this here real quick. All right, that is it. 3 hours and 22 minutes and 30 seconds on this live cut in here. We had more before that. We've had the past couple of days. I'd say we're probably running 15 hours, 20 hours the past couple of days. And the voice held up. It made it. That's a big surprise. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I just don't think we're going to have to be continuous right now. I know there's been confirmed tornadoes in Illinois, wind damage in Indiana. I know there was something that happened in Columbus this morning because there was traffic cam video. If you look closely at it, I'll try to post it, but I got too darn busy here. In the heavy rain, you can see a car being flipped on 71 Columbus. I mean, the whole state, just about. I think Cleveland came out of this okay. I think Akron came out of this okay. The eastern part of the state, for the most part, came out of it. It's been of the lakeshore. It's been Toledo. Hey, we've had our wind. We've had our heavy rain. We had hundreds of lightning strikes. Thousands of people without power the past couple of days. We've had our share. And Indiana's gotten hit hard. Illinois has been hit hard. Iowa's been hit hard. Kentucky's getting slammed right now. West Virginia's getting it. I mean, this has been just nuts. Okay? But tomorrow, we'll watch it. Right now, we're not in a risk. We're in a general thunderstorm risk tomorrow, but there's a marginal up north, Michigan, central and northern Michigan, and a marginal and a level 1 and 2 downstate in Indiana also. We're kind of in the middle. We'll watch it. And Thursday, still a chance for thunderstorms. As long as that heat dome is sitting where it is, okay, we may pop these things, okay? But we have a break tonight. I'll take the break. You take the break. You know, you're tired of probably looking at me for the past 2 nights and 2 days, okay? So I do say thank you very much. Send our thumbs up, your thumbs up to pages. Let people know what's going on here. And thank you very much. And I am glad to say I will hit the button and I get to have something to eat dinner on time tonight. And I don't have to sleep in a chair and wake up 2 hours later and run on the air with all this. Okay, it's been interesting. All right, I will see everybody later on. I'll cut a Blizzard quick cast a little bit later on for you. All right, bye bye.